Alright, it's time for some Stanley Cup predictions. Hey guys, and today we're going to do my 2020-21 NHL playoffs first round predictions. I'm filming this on the 15th before the Washington and Boston game, so I don't lean towards one team or another. And this is going to be a 3-part series. The first part right now is going to be covering the first round, and I'm going to be using my NHL bracket. The second part is going to be the second round, and if any matchups that I chose on my bracket, I'm going to be using those. But if I'm going to be going with another team if that matchup isn't there. And then the third and final part will be the conference finals, the Stanley Cup final. Not the conference, but the final for the Stanley Cup final, and who I think will win the Conn Smythe Trophy. And then I might look back at my bracket and see how I did. So we're going to start off in this North Division. And I have the second seed Edmonton beating Winnipeg in 6 games because McDavid's played super well versus Winnipeg all season long. And Winnipeg has gone on a slide recently. And they were competing for first, but now they're in third, and they almost gave up that third spot to Montreal. And speaking of Montreal, I have them upsetting Toronto in 7 games. But I just feel like the first round has to have some upsets, and I think Montreal could do it because they're getting all their good players back, but I won't be surprised at all if Toronto wins because their roster is just stacked. They're going all in for the Cup. So that's it for the North. And then in the East Division, I have the first seed Pittsburgh beating the 4th seed New York in 7 games because Pittsburgh has played good versus New York all season long, and I feel like they can get at least a win here in the playoffs, or a series win. And then Washington, I have them beating Boston in 7 games. Boston could easily win because they've been playing good. They went on a slide kind of in the middle of the season. They almost were out of a playoff spot, and then they passed New York, so now they're taking on Washington. And Mantha and Hall are going head-to-head, and these are 2 players who haven't had a lot of playoff experience, but now they're going to go head-to-head. I have Washington winning in 7, but like the Montreal and Toronto matchup, I wouldn't be surprised if Boston wins. Then in the West Division, I have Colorado beating St. Louis in 6 games. I mean, this kind of depends on McKinnon's health. He could not be at 100% for the playoffs, and yeah, I feel like Colorado is going to be able to easily beat St. Louis. I have them winning in 6, but it could be less if they have McKinnon. It could be 7 if they don't have McKinnon. And then for the Vegas and Minnesota, this is my other major upset. I have Minnesota winning, but yeah, they've been playing good. Vegas has not played good at Minnesota at all anytime they've faced off. I think Minnesota's something like 14-2-1 versus Vegas, and Vegas has never won in regulation at Minnesota. And Minnesota should be a good team to watch, but Vegas could win. Wouldn't be surprised. They have a bunch of playoff experience. But I do have another upset there, Minnesota winning in 7. But Vegas could as easily win. And then in the Central Division, the final division, I have Carolina, the 1st seed, beating Nashville, the 4th seed, in 5 games. Nashville has not really played good the first part of the season, and they're okay now. I'm just going to say that. Carolina is much better than them. I'm a Nashville fan, but I don't think they really stand a chance against Carolina at all. It's going to go 5 games, possibly even 4, maybe 6. Yeah. And then Tampa Bay and Florida. I feel like this is a little bit biased, but I have Tampa Bay winning in 7 versus Florida. Tampa Bay is the defending Cup champs. They haven't played good at versus Florida all this season, but they are getting 3 of their top 5 players back, I'd say, because their top 5 were probably Point, Kucherov, Stamkos, Hedman, and Vasilevsky, and now they're getting Hedman, Kucherov, and Stamkos back, and they have a lot more playoff experience than the Panthers do. And Carter Verhaeghe will be looking to win versus his old team, but I do have Tampa Bay winning in 7. So yeah, guys, that concludes the video for today. I'm gonna be doing another pickups and a series 2 product breakdown. I'll have the round 2 in early June, likely, if that's when the playoffs finish. I think that's when they're supposed to finish, in a my collection update. So yeah, guys, that concludes today's video. I already said it, but bye.